Versatile Infotainment provides thousands of informative videos of our viewers. If you want more informative videos, please like and subscribe our channel. So let's go our topic.
Actress and producer Sandra Bullock, who was born in Virginia, is worth $250 million. Sandra Bullock kept up a consistent schedule of bit parts after relocating to Los Angeles, eventually scoring a significant role opposite Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes in 1993's Demolition Man. Bullock co-starred in Speed the next year, which brought in $350.04 million worldwide, with Keanu Reeves. Bullock's career shot into the stratosphere overnight, and it has stayed there ever since. Although she had a steady career for nearly a decade before Speed, including a major role in a brief sitcom, her career took a significant turn after her breakthrough performance. Following that, she starred in movies like A Time to Kill, While You Were Sleeping, Hope Floats, 28 Days, Miss Congeniality, The Divine Secrets of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood, Crash, The Proposal, The Blind Side, and Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. During all of that, she also adopted a son, went through a very public and bitter divorce, and had a recurring part on George Lopez. Early years. On July 26, 1964, Sandra Annette Bullock was born in Arlington, Virginia. She is the daughter of German opera soprano Helga Mathilda Meyer and American voice teacher John W. Bullock, who was employed by the Army. In Nuremberg, Germany, where her father was stationed and in charge of the Army's military postal service, Sandra sang in a chorus for a significant chunk of her childhood. It was here that her mother and father first met and were joined in marriage. For the first 10 years of her life, she was raised in Salzburg, Vienna, and Nuremberg. When Sandra was around 12, the family moved back to Arlington, where her father started working as a contractor for the Pentagon. Bullock cheered for the Washington Lee High School team and took part in school productions. After graduating in 1982, she enrolled at Greenville, North Carolina's East Carolina University. In 1987, she received a BFA in drama. Career after graduating from college. Bullock relocated to New York City to pursue a career in acting. There she worked, went to acting lessons, and attended auditions, landing roles in student films and on-stage productions. She auditioned for roles and paid her costs by working as a coat checker, cocktail server, and bartender. Sanford Meisner was the acting instructor she also attended. Bullock kept a consistent schedule of little gigs after relocating to Los Angeles. Her performance in an off-Broadway production intrigued director Alan J. Levy, who offered her a role in the 1989 made-for-TV movie Bionic Showdown, The $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman. This gave her the recognition she needed to gain numerous tiny roles in independent films, as well as the 1990 NBC television adaptation of the film Working Girl, before she was cast in a prominent role opposite Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man 1993. Bullock co-starred with Keanu Reeves in the big hit blockbuster Speed the next year, which brought in $350.04 million worldwide. In the film, Bullock played Annie Porter. Bullock's career took off after her breakthrough performance and shot into the stratosphere. Sandra's position as a top Hollywood actress was cemented with Speed. Following were numerous high-profile roles in wildly popular and varied films, such as Miss Congeniality, $212.07 million worldwide, A Time to Kill, $152.02 million worldwide, While You Were Sleeping, $182 worldwide, for which she received a Golden Globe nomination. Wow, and 2 weeks' notice, $199 million worldwide. She also played a computer programmer who discovers a conspiracy in the 1995 film The Net. Her performance was praised by critics, and The Net made $110.06 million in revenue in the United States. Bullock returned to the role in 1997's Speed 2, Cruise Control. Subsequently, she expressed her remorse for producing the sequel. Bullock produced and starred in the $81.04 million US box office hit Hope Floats in 1998. She co-starred alongside Nicole Kidman in Practical Magic that same year, which failed at the box office despite being regarded by some as a cult masterpiece today. Now, Bullock's supporting performance in the 2005 Academy Award-winning picture Crash garnered her great acclaim. With a $700 million global box office haul, Bullock's 2013 movie Gravity is her highest-grossing feature picture to date. In addition to taking home about $309 million at the global box office, Bullock's 2009 film The Blind Side won her an Academy Award for Best Actress, a Golden Globe, and a Screen Actors Guild Award. She co-starred with Ryan Reynolds in the $317 million box office hit The Proposal the same year. Bullock played Dr. Ryan Stone in the 2013 film Gravity, which made an astounding $716 million used at the box office globally. She had multiple nominations, one of which was for Best Actress in the Academy Awards. Bullock provided the villain's voice in the animated movie Minions in 2015. Minions, which made an incredible $1 billion worldwide, became her highest-grossing movie to date. In 2018, Sandra Bullock won praise for her role in the post-apocalyptic horror movie Bird Box on Netflix. Within 28 days of its debut, it rose to the top of Netflix's most-watched movies list until 2021. In 2021, she acted in The Unforgivable, another Netflix movie. With her appearance in The Lost City in 2022, which starred Channing Tatum and Daniel Radcliffe, Bullock became the first actress to make $100 million for 4 consecutive decades in live-action films. The film's global box office receipts exceeded $190 million. She co-starred in the 2022 film Bullet Train with Brad Pitt. In addition, Bullock is the head of Fortis Films and served as the George Lopez Show's executive producer. Individual life. Sandra and Tate Donovan were previously engaged. They spent 3 years as a couple. Sandra was wed to Jesse James, the founder of West Coast Choppers. On July 16, 2005, they tied the knot. James acknowledged cheating on Bullock with many women in March 2010. In Austin, Texas, Bullock filed for divorce on April 23, 2010, after launching a few enterprises. Since then, she has independently adopted 2 children. Bullock has been romantically involved with photographer Brian Randall since 2015. Sandra is an exceptionally giving philanthropist. She has long supported the American Red Cross, giving the organization a total of at least $5 million in donations throughout the years, in addition to other charities and organizations. Paycheck Gravity. It was discovered in 2014 that Sandra received an enormous salary for the movie Gravity. Sandra was able to sign a deal that guaranteed her $20 million plus 15 of Gravity's box office receipts, along with merchandise, TV deals, and DVD sales shortly after winning the Oscar for Best Actress. Sandra has received more than $70 million from Gravity to date. That's plenty to make it one of the highest salaries ever paid to a single actor in Hollywood history. Additional pay highlights. Sandra received $500 for the 1994 film Speed. That is equivalent to about $900,000 in today's dollars when adjusted for inflation. She received $250,000 for the net the next year. Negotiations for this salary took place before Speed achieved such much success. Sandra was able to finally profit from her fame, and the 1996 film A Time to Kill brought her $8 million. For her part, in Speed 2, Cruise Control, she was paid $10.05. Her earnings from The Blind Side were $20 million. For Murder by Numbers, $15 million, Miss Congeniality 2 brought in $17.05 million, and Minions brought in $10 million. Her compensation alone between 1994 and 2009 was $150 million. She made an additional $120 million in movie salaries between 2009 and 2019, largely due to Gravity, bringing her total career earnings to about $300 million when all bonuses are taken into account. She made at least $10 million as an executive producer of the television show George Lopez. Actual property. Among all Hollywood celebrities, Sandra Bullock has one of the most remarkable real estate portfolios. Sandra is the owner of about 20 houses across the country. Sandra Bullock is estimated to have an $80 million real estate portfolio overall. Sandra bought a 91-acre property in Valley Center, California, about 40 minutes north of San Diego, in 2007 for $2.07 million. In December of 2022, she sold this property for $5.06 million. She put up a $6.05 million listing for a 3-acre home on an island in Georgia in 2019. With 200 feet of beach frontage, the property is actually made up of 9 adjacent lots. She spent a total of $4.05 million over the course of multiple transactions in 2001 and 2002 to purchase the houses. She sold the $2.09 million she had purchased for $1.05 million in 2011, above the Sunset Strip in Los Angeles in 2018. In September 2022, Sandra put this home up for $6 million. She spent $8.05 million for a beachfront residence in a gated neighborhood in Malibu in 2018. She spent $5.03 million for another seaside property in the same community 2 years later. Her holdings in Texas total over a dozen, mostly in the Austin area. Her main home is a $16.02 million Beverly Hills estate that she purchased in 2011. This 3.4-acre property has a potential value of $25.30 million. She spent $2.07 million in March 2021 for a 2,800 square foot nearby single-family home, and she owns 2 units in a nearby luxury tower. Sandra has a $3 million in Victorian property in New Orleans, a $4 million apartment in Manhattan, and a 5-acre mountain getaway in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. The Coach Mays house is a historic mansion in New Orleans that serves as Bullock's residence. Constructed during the 1860s, the 6,615 square foot Victorian home has elaborate chandeliers, antique molding columns, marble mantels, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, a pool, a large lawn, and a vehicle court.